fox. I'm a golden stone. I'm sorry in advance if I let you down. I'm sorry in advance if I let you down. I'm sorry in advance if I let you down. I'm sorry in advance if I let you down. Did you just want my 15 no mama queen?
Damn. Back the fuck up.
I got all this pimp shit up in my dreams. Ooh. Blame that on my mother. I can't go nowhere, that's destiny. My lovers, I'm trouble. First I'm excited.
Hey y'all. Come on back in the room. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I have been waiting since Friday to be here to talk about this. If you're on my channel, you know I even did an upload for this episode. That's how good I was feeling after watching this, but how pissed off I was that this was only 34 minutes. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of it because this was my favorite episode of the season. I know I said it last week. I'm saying it again this week because they just topped themselves. And with episode 5 apparently being the penultimate episode, since there's only 6 episodes in this season, I'm waiting with bated breath for that. And I have already been ordered for season 2, so we know we're getting a season 2 of this show, so I'm excited. But come on in the room. Tyra, how are you, and are you ready to get into episode 4 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
I'm good. Like 6 episodes for what? Why would they do this? I thought with the Game of Thrones universe, this was going to be, even if it was 6 episodes, they were going to be hour-long episodes every single time. No. Is the House of the Dragon, folks? Is that 30 minutes and 6 episodes too?
Strong 50 minutes to an hour. Go strong 45 minutes to an hour.
Why you build me up with all this anticipation and then just take it away like that? Like, I would be cute and sad by that 6th episode, and y'all just gonna end? That's dry. It really pisses me off.
She's like, it's pissing off me and my homegirls. Like, I don't like it. But I will say, for what it's worth, these were a lot of novellas and like shorter stories, the tales of Duncan Egg. And so I guess they're just trying to figure it out. Vic says they're actually already filming season 2. I knew they got the order, but that's exciting to know that they're filming. But hey, you guys, hey, everybody. We're going to get right into it because listen, it's popping. And I'm going to go first. Overall thoughts, it was amazing. Because I love it when I'm proven right. And I knew Baelor was Bae. I knew who he was going to be. And I'm just glad my man showed up in the way that he did. But no, I think from the beginning of this episode, you have all of the anticipation because Dunk is in jail and we're like, where is this going? We kind of in our hearts know he can't go because there's more story to tell, but it's still, what are these damn Targaryens going to do to him? And so I think they just appropriately built the suspense because how am I going to find 6 knights? And, you know, this is your rope. Now, what are you going to do with it? If the gods decide, if the gods are on your side, it's all going to work out. But it looks absolutely hopeless until that last moment, Tyra, when the music starts to play, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. I was such a nerd watching this on Friday, but this was perfection in my eyes. Tyra, overall thoughts on episode 4?
This is the best episode. This was a really good episode. Like, they pulled us in with that little false Robin Hood-ness first episode. It was like, oh, this is campy. Like, where are we kind of going with this? This is off the bubble and quirky, and it's funny and a little slapstick and humorous. And then we get over here and it's all serious. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, it's about to go down. I am so excited. When I tell you the way, the visceral reaction I had when that man stood up to fart, I was so pissed off. Like, don't do this to my man's. He's trying to have a moment. Okay, he's trying to call. This is for the culture. This is for me and you. I'm an everyday man. Okay, who's going to stand up and fight for me? And you got your sorry assets out of those stands to pass gas and laugh at me. Oh, I was heated. But when that man came out in that full beard, I said, oh, somebody cares. Somebody cares. It was really great writing. I said, this is really good. And then they do it. They did so much. As short as it was, they did so much in that little amount of time. And I was pissed off. Like, I was anxious. Like, man, like, I was mad that they just left us hanging. But they actually didn't. They spent so much episode building anticipation. And it's just like, ooh, next episode is just gonna be really, really good. But it's like, damn, I gotta wait for the next episode. This was exceptional. I think this was the best episode so far.
It was. And y'all, Tyra was making fun of me because in the Discord, we watched this all together in the Discord because it got released early because of the Super Bowl. And she's like, Ashley, if you go over there and see how much time is left one more time, because I just really wanted us to get to the battle. I at least wanted to see the first blow struck. And they were like, no, Heffa, you're not getting any of the battle this episode. But yet the anticipation is there. Episode 5 better all the way deliver. And I have a feeling that it will. But again, episode 4 was entitled 7, written by Hiram, by Annie, by Ira, and directed by Sarah Dina Smith. And she's up there cutting up with her dark eyebrows. And I love that for us. I think she's been doing a great job on these last couple of episodes directing. But let's get into it. The episode opens up. Dunk is in the cellar, honey. They got him locked up. They won't let him out. And Egg is there. And he arrives suited and booted, baby. He said, this is the blood. I'm the dragon. I'm in my full regalia. But I came with some food. And also because my uncle told me I need to come here and beg your forgiveness because I set you up for failure. I set you up for the okie doke. And in this moment, you guys, I didn't know how to take it because Dunk really went in on Egg's head. Like, no, you knew exactly what you were doing. You were not innocent in this. Well, my brother, he didn't want to fight and I really wanted to squire. I just really wanted to go. I just really wanted to be there to the tourney. I just wanted to. Egg, that's not okay. Do you know what this means? Do you know what you did? And he was not letting off Egg's neck. And I appreciated that for a couple of reasons, but mainly because I think Egg has to realize who he is and the power he wields because of the family that he's in and the fact that he can cause a regular person to lose their life just like that, just for being in their company, inviting them into certain situations that they don't need to be in. And I kind of appreciated it. I will say I was like, Dunk, okay, baby, ease up a little bit. But ultimately, I do think Egg needed this conversation. And also Baelor got him together as well. And so they're sitting there talking and he reveals, of course, fully who he is. So egg for what? Aegon? Yeah. And how many Aegons were there before you? 4? Like Aegon the Conqueror? Yeah, kind of. That's me, Aegon Targaryen. But he's not letting off of him. And I appreciated that. And also, Egg delivers the message that my uncle needs to talk to you. Like, I get it, but we're going to work through this. It's going to be fine. But I am sorry. Tyra, was Dunk too hard on Egg or did Egg need this?
Egg needed it. Okay. Just like reverse, and I would say that Dunk needs to take Egg's medicine and their advice and all of this. Like, he has to take it. It would be different if you lied about, your identity and you were just still maybe some Joe Schmo and you're who? This is a major thing. First of all, I just love that he woke up and he was like, oh, I'm under the stars outside. Hell no, I'm in this dungeon of despair. I knew that Baelor was going to pull up when he sent him here to apologize. Not pull up in that way, but I knew that he was in his corner when he sent him here to apologize. And it was a feast on that plate. Did you see the food on the plate? They could have gave my boy nothing. They could have gave my boy nothing. It could have been goose eggs in a dream. But he was like, no, let's feed him and go apologize because you were wrong. And I love how there wasn't a transference of power just because we know who Egg is now. He was still like, but sir, I'm so sorry, sir. Dobby, master is giving Dobby a sock. He was still, residing in that space of respectability. Like, I came over here for a reason. I chose you for a reason. Now, of course, at this moment, Dunk doesn't know everything, but this kind of it's a double-edged sword because not only are you not just anybody, but people have been seeking you out. Now, I didn't hemmed up the brother and stopped him from breaking old girl's fingers, and now I've kidnapped you. Like this is too much. Like I'm gonna master. Dobby's gonna die, master. I'm not I'm not coming out of this. But I love that he was still on his side, and he tried to hear him out as much as he could. But I can only hear you so far. Like you lied, and it's a major lie. My life's literally on the line. So what are we gonna do now? I think it was appropriate to hold Egg accountable because he needs to understand the ramifications of what he did. But we also know that he had good intentions and it wasn't a selfish act because can give Village Iliad like, yeah, got a good laugh here. I found you because I needed you. But we don't know that just yet. But they brought my boy a meal and we came to apologize. I was like, okay, you have somebody while you behind enemy lines because it was looking real touch and go after they hemmed you up.
Real bleak, real bleak. But yeah, it's like, and I can imagine, Dunk, were you using me? Is this some sort of sick joke you rich people play like with people? Like, leave me out of it. And so, of course, Baelor summons him and offers a solution because not only do we find out, of course, about him drop kicking the dragon across the room, but Darren from the inn, the other brother that we kind of met briefly in episode 1, but not really, has told him that a robber knight has come through and absconded with the boy. So basically, again, now it's kidnapping and assaulting a prince of the realm. So now you got to pay. Baelor is like, basically, he wants your head on a platter. Arian wants your head, but I'm not going to give it to him. Okay. So it's your right as the accused to request a trial or a challenge, basically a duel, a fight, whatever. Dunk's like, cool, I can live with that. We can do this. I can do that. And I said, Baelor knows in his heart right now what it is. Egg is there being the cupbearer. And we get a moment where Dunk is like, no, he's not going to spill. He's a good boy. I didn't know until just now, but Egg is really a good boy. And like, he's not going to spill it. He's doing what he needs to do. He's like, I don't know how good he is, Dunk, because honestly, he played with your life. Do you understand that? Like, because why didn't you call me, Egg? Uncle, I didn't have time. I don't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. So if you were me, Baelor, coming from Dunk is like, if you were me, you wouldn't have drop kicked him across next week. Maybe I would have, but I'm also a prince. I'm also the hand of the king. I can do that, baby. You cannot. That's not how any of this works. Like, I really want to be on your side. And then, Egg blurts out, I wish you would have killed him. I wish Dunk would have killed Arian. Well, then we'd be in a worst case place, wouldn't we? And in this moment, we also get Baelor say to Egg, our septons teach us to love our brothers, right? I can't love him. Egg is like, I hate that nigga. But Baelor in that moment, I honestly felt the correlation between the two of them. You can tell Makar was hell. Clearly, Baelor has grown up with some brothers that he didn't like or respect either and kind of had to make himself for the sake of the family. So I thought that was an interesting parallel. But Tyra, what do you think about this solution? And don't come into Egg's defense. And of course, Baelor really holding Egg accountable because you never should have done that to him. Put him in this situation.
Child. This is like right around the point, and I was thinking it last episode, but this episode wasn't that last episode where we got what was it, like the oracle or the witch give them their
Fortune teller.
Yeah, the fortune teller. I think Dunk's been lying this whole time. Like all of this nobility and all these honorable ways came from where? Nothing that we have seen in a flashback from Sir Penny gives this. And even now, I thought, okay, all right, we're in it now. Like, what are you going to say? And it's like, well, aren't knights, supposed to protect and serve and take care of, I was like, are you lying? I feel like he's lying. Were you ever knighted? I don't. Something feels off. I feel like he's in this for him, and he has something to prove, and like something later that happens is making me like, okay, I don't think you're a knight, like not for real like that. It don't really matter at this point, but still, I feel like he's lying and he's holding on to some type of dream of his own and something like, I'm trying to be everything that Sir Penny wasn't because he never poured into me that way. Because we haven't seen it. I've been waiting. We got I only beat you because I love you. I didn't get, the love. Um, Obey here, Obey offering a solution. This was nice because he doesn't have to do this.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't. It's nice enough that he cares, but he doesn't. I think we should have seen it coming. Like, who's gonna step out on faith for your boy in the end? Like, who really cares? Like, it has to be somebody. It's really low key been him this entire time. Um, I'm glad that he's being, honest with him and giving options because he doesn't have anybody in his corner at this point. So it's like, am I going to stand trial? Can I? Yeah, I can't do that. I'm not the smartest, one in the bunch, but I can fight. I'm big. I'm bronzy. I can do that. So yeah, let's duke it out. Let that be my option. And the way that Egg, you should have killed him. I wish you would have killed him. I was like, Egg, what happened? Why do you feel that way? But the fact that he could just be here and offer some type of refuge in this capacity, this was a big thing. Like, he sees something in Dunk that he clearly doesn't see in his own lineage, in his family, and the people he's attached to. Like, this man deserves a chance, and I'm going to make sure that he gets one, regardless of what, my family has to say about it. But Egg said, yeah, you should off with their heads. I was like, that's right, baby. The way Egg looked clean as hell this episode, I say, look at Egg. Egg look good.
Egg had on all the things. And yeah, I mean, we have never seen, not even in a flashback, Dunk officially be knighted. We didn't hear the words. We ain't hear Sir Pennywise say the words to him. We never saw it, not even in a flashback.
And you have to say the words, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to do the shoulder. Okay.
You got to go through this like Lionel did later on.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to say the
seen
things.
it.
You must say the words.
And he has not. I ain't seen him say nothing.
So now the
I'm
biggest
just
punk of the century over here in that red, just scary, busting them nuts with the back of that knife. I said, boy, take the knife from him, Makar. He run this. Your son run you. And so we go into the hall with all of the people, and it's like, all right, I request a trial, as is your right. And if you don't accept the trial, then you have to throw the matter out. And I think that was Baelor's plan anyway, because I think he really knows in his heart that Baelor is a weakling. He's a coward, ultimately. But he says, I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him alone. Me and Doug. I'm not fighting this 7-foot giant. I'm not doing that. As little as I am, even though I think I'm the literal dragon, I'm not fighting him. I want a trial of 7. And Makar says, his daddy, what's a trial of 7? Where do you get that from? And everybody got to explain it to him because Makar is clearly slow. And Dunk is like, what's that? I don't know 7. What do you mean? I got to fight 7 of y'all? Don't be daft. It's 7 of mine against 7 of yours. Dunk said, I don't know 7 people. I've been out here scratching and surviving, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I couldn't even get a person to vouch for me until your uncle came through. So how am I going to find 6 other people to fight against you? Well, that's my offer. If the gods are just, you'll find what you need and it'll be just fine. And so Makar's like, why don't you fight him? Are you scared? Is that what you're doing? It's my right. And he committed multiple offenses. So we need to get him on multiple fronts. We need this. And so Baelor is like, that is his right, even though it hasn't been enacted in 100 years. This is his right to request the trial of 7. And so we get before, of course, the council, and it's yes, a trial of 7 is suitable at dawn. You got to find these 6 knights. Look, 6. You got to find these 6 knights by dawn to fight on your side. Mind you, we know that the Targaryens are going to have the best knights. They're going to have the Kingsguard knights. They're going to have knights that have trained for eons. Anyway, Tyra, what did you think of this? And what do you think of Aryon's cowardice? As ruthless as he is to break a black woman's finger during Black History Month, he can't fight Dunk one-on-one. What did you think of this? And were you surprised that the council's going to go for this?
Punk! You punk! We talk all that. Sound real hard on the phone, nephew. You did all of that to come over here. You know how deep, and it wasn't just like, first of all, him cracking them nuts at the table annoyed my soul. I was like, oh my gosh, can y'all? And they down there like little wind up toys. Oh God, I'm just trying. Stop it. What I do appreciate here is that we are seeing the Targaryens in their full bloom, because I always thought D over there was trash. Trash Daenerys. I was like, I know you trash. I'm glad that they're getting to be trash, and we're not framing it as nothing else other than trashness. But the way that they were looking, like, what the hell? Nobody knew what that was. Nobody. A couple of people at the table was like, you dug like that? Maybe Baelor, but everybody else was like, what? You had to go and scroll and dig. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm covered. Coward. You dug for that, first of all. So you can have all of these people be in the front. Y'all handle that. Like, I'm probably gonna just go untouched. I hope he touches you. I hope he touches you, because you're trying to protect yourself. I need you to get got in a major way. But it just shows, like, it's all talk and all what do you say? He thinks he's a dragon, or he's the embodiment of a dragon.
The physical embodiment of a dragon. Like Ray, what was his name? Rhaegar. Yeah, child, what is Danny's brother's name? Y'all know. How he thought he was literally the dragon reborn, Randolph Orr.
And he was a punk too. A punk. What? A punk? What you look like? A punk? A punk. The same thing. Like the way that we had to like explain this, because nobody really knew what it was, and you have to get 7, and I have to do. You need to find 6 people by like. First of all, you gave me a strange feat. How was I supposed to accomplish it? I've been here 5 minutes. I know 7 people. I just met 7 people, maybe, on my walk, and, the things, the obstacles I was trying to get through, just so I can touch the ground and train over here with my little baby egg. I don't really just know anybody here who will want to put their lives on the line in that way in battle. How the hell am I supposed to find 6 people? So he already didn't think he was going to get 6 people. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to give you this, and then we can just execute you and just move on. And you're just like, it's like, oh, no. We're going to make this happen. He didn't think that it was going to go beyond this room and him actually finding people to stand next to him, because they also highly regarded, and we got everybody over there locked and loaded with all their battle experiences. Who are you going to find? Because if you did find somebody, they wouldn't matter. Who's going to sign up to be on your side? Nobody. But he's misunderstanding how much they're hated. His own daddy don't even like him. The way he be scowling at the side of that boy neck. Like, the shame you're bringing up on the name. Like, oh my God, you have one job. Even here, he's like, you a punk? You don't want to even stand against this man solo. Like, you had to go dig for that. Where's my other son? Where's anybody but you? Your own daddy don't even like you. The community doesn't like you. So you're already at a disadvantage. There are some people who might want to stand with him.
Yeah. And thankfully, we do get some. But, and I'm hopeful, right? I'm going into after this. I'm like, at least we have hope. We can fight another day. It's crunch time. We don't have a lot of time, but we can still do this. And so we immediately bump into Raymond, young Raymond Fossaway, who has tended to his horses while he was locked up. Man, I'm so glad you're out. He gave him a big hug. Like, all right. And my cousin's in here. Let's go talk. We're going to figure this thing out. We going to do this. And so then we get Sir Stephen Fossaway, who's the actual knight that we met, who's very pompous and full of himself. But he says, listen, not on my watch. You're going to survive this thing, Dunk. I got people. I got friends. I'm going to call my homeboys. They're going to come through. They're going to ride for you. And we got this. Now, you can just kind of figure out a few extras, but man, I'm not going to let this happen to you. I'm about right. You defended that girl. Knights stand up for the innocent. That's what we do as, damn sirs and knights and the things. And don't worry about a thing, Dunk. And Dunk is still, what I was going to do? I also have it yanked from him. But Tyra, we're not there yet. I have a slide for that. But talk to me about were you hopeful in this moment? Were you like, all right, come through?
I was. Now,
your friend, we could be friends.
I was hopeful because we had our little friend over here who's skilled in a different way. I'm gonna hold you down and make sure your horse is fed. Where you locked up. I'm gonna put something on your books. Don't worry about it. But battle, are you really equipped for that? It's nice in numbers, but we really need some muscle and some skill, especially to go up against this family. And I was like, oh, who's this? Oh, he's talking a good game. It's like, oh yes, the little men. I'm so tired of them raining down on the small community. Like, he made a whole speech. Like, he was really about that life. Like, he was really going to stand for the common man, and he hated everything the Targaryen stood for. Ugh, never again, brother. I will stand with you.
Friend,
Boys,
brother.
I was excited because I'm like, oh, he said he has somebody, your friends can be with my friends and we can be friends. I was like,
Mhm.
good, okay, it's all kind of coming together slow, but it's coming together. I'd rather have us stand here with 7 people than stand here without anybody at all. It sounded good coming out of his mouth when he said it.
You did. I was so hopeful in this moment. I was like, yes, yes. Come on, Dunk. We just need a few. We need a few more. And so while we're sitting there really planning and plotting, who arrives but Egg and his brother Darren? Okay. And sir, you need a squire. You need someone to arm you. And an apology from Darren, the other brother. And this was what was interesting because we do get to have a conversation solo with Darren and we get another prophecy. So we discover, and we it was alluded to very much so in the first episode when Darren meets Dunk for the first time. He's like, "Get the hell away from me! I don't want to see you no more. I didn't see you in a dream. I don't want to see you anymore." And so he basically comes here and he's like, "You know what? I'm sorry." They wanted an answer. I gave it to them. And you can tell Darren is nothing like Aerion. He is not an evil Targaryen. What you get overwhelmingly in the couple of scenes where we see him is that he is burdened with this gift. And we know if you watched House of the Dragon, you remember Helena. There's always a seer in the Targaryen. In every generation, there's going to be somebody who dreams or who sees.
Oh, Lord.
And that just happens to be his burden here. And so we discover, and let me read it verbatim. I have my little notes here. Darren's prophecy says, "I have seen you, sir, and a fire and a dead dragon, a great beast with wings so large that they could cover this meadow. It had fallen on top of you, but you were alive, and the dragon was dead." Okay. That's the prophecy in a nutshell. But he also apologizes and says, "You know what? If you are going to die, I don't think it's going to be today. I had my dream. And I know I'm burdened with whatever hellish life I'm going to have just because of, I think, what he's already seen. I think he's probably seen the death of his brothers. He's probably seen the death of the rest of his family. He might have even seen his own death. Darren is so plagued by it. That's why he's drinking. And I think he's known as a drunk in the books. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't get any malice from him in this conversation. It's like, I'm going to get up there on a horse, but I'm not really going to put up too much of a fight. I'll wave my little sword around and then I'm going to fall back because it's not my ministry at all. And honestly, surprisingly enough to me, I like Darren. I do think he's burdened with glorious purpose. And I just don't think he knows how to navigate it or manage it. And he did lie. But I mean, what was one more lie, Tyra? Talk to me about this.
One too many.
By the prophecy.
Hold the door. No. Hold the door. Ain't that's the one over there with all his prophecy? Hold the door. Over there with Bran, holding doors. Are these still those type of prophecies that we was getting over there from Mr. Hold the Door?
Well, hold on. You talking about the green people, the little village guy who would have the
all
vision?
of that? Is this the same?
No, not really. The Targaryens just have always had the sight or a seer. It's not as dramatic as that, but
I don't trust it at all. Get away from me. Get away. I don't care about his little intentions. What you lying for? One lie too many. Don't come over here playing. I'm trying to live. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be safe. Nobody's going after their brother. You're gonna be cute. Okay? I don't have time. You're not, nobody's going after you, and you're not really going after anybody. You're just really there in the capacity of a warm body. Just move. I mean, like you said, there's no malice, but get your little alcoholic self somewhere and sit down. I thank you for the apologies. Thank you for bringing Egg. That's the best thing he did. He brought Egg and said, "Come on, drop my boy off and go on about your business." You brought Egg. You brought my baby. You brought my squire. I don't need you to bring nothing else. Keep you and your little 2, maybe 3 drinks, alcoholic self over there. I appreciate your gesture, but you can't do anything for me. I appreciate your little prophecy. Whatever. This universe and the prophecies, I don't really know. Feel sorry for you drinking away your sorrows, and this is how you're mentally dealing with that. But on the battlefield, you can't do nothing for me. Move out of my way being childish. No.
I think that was hopeful and encouraging. At least he has a hope that he's not going to die in this battle. At least.
As long as we ain't telling nobody to hold no doors.
Now we get over here to the blacksmith, and I thought this was kind of cool because I made all of your armor. It's over there, and I'm gonna give it to you just for a single copper. Because you know what? You were a real one. You did what needed to be done. We also found out in this episode that Arian wants to have Tansel Too Tall strung up during Black History Month for high treason, for killing a puppeted dragon. Like, that's crazy as hell. But we find out that she has gone to Dorne. She has left the community, and Dunk is immediately relieved because at least my sacrifice wasn't in vain. Tansel Too Tall is going to live to see another day. I honestly wanted them to knight the blacksmith because get his big butt on a horse. He can do something. Why couldn't we knight him, Tyra? Talk to me about all for your honor, a copper, and where's Tansel?
First of all of this for Tansel, we didn't even clap in a dungeon. We ain't getting none of that. Like, we didn't even get a warm handshake from Tansel, and she gone. I mean, get away with your life, sis. It's Black History Month. I don't want you to go down, but I mean, I don't get nothing for my civic duty. I don't get nothing. I was like, dang. This is right over there with these noble acts. Way to go. Because, don't you break that lady's fingers. But I was like, oh my goodness. What we're not going to do is string her up. Let's not do that. Tansel just gone. I'm like, are we going to see her again? I would hope so. Like, we ain't even go on no date. We didn't hold hands. We didn't kiss. I didn't get the clap. It was a little disappointing. I thought even if she was gonna run away, like we would have a little meeting, like somewhere. Like, okay, I heard what's gonna happen. Like, where's they? No, thank you, girl. Did you leave a note? Nothing.
Out of there.
Girl, I'm about to be out of here, and you just gone. I mean, I guess cool. Did the noble thing. Now look here. This was a real thing here for him to let that go for that copper. I was like, my man. Because, at first he was like, I need every shilling. I need everything you have, man. I need a horse. I need the buggy and the oats too. If you want to get this shield that's big enough to guard your big body. He's like, I just let it go for some copper. I appreciated that. But I was like, sir, we really need your body on the front lines.
Listen.
I thought for 1 second he was going to be like, I'll be one of the 7. I know you need to get 6. I'll be one of them. It was just like, yeah, I'll let it go for about $40. $40. I'll let it go, for about 40. Just for you, man. I was like, look at here. You got a little muscle on your little beard. I feel like you can handle yourself. Are you going to join us in the front? He was like, no, you're going to get this shield though. I was like, okay, thank you.
I was really hoping. I said, get up there. I was like, Lionel knighting people. Go on and knight him. Knight him. A ragtag crew, baby. So I misspoke in my video and said that extra one was a Dundarian, and that's not him. This is Humphrey. There's 2 Sir Humphreys that are fighting on Dunk's side. That, the one who got his leg broke and he's still on the horse. The one that Arian unseated the day before. We have Lionel because Egg came and got him. We got One-Eyed Joe, Sir Robin Riesling over there. And of course, we think we have Stefan Fossaway. So at this point, in everybody's mind, we are getting there. We just need one more person. Tyra, before we get to the next slide and the betrayal of it all, I want to know, what do you think of this ragtag crew, just as what we have? And did you feel like this was going to be suitable? Was this going to be adequate? We get one more off the strength of honor.
No. It's looking a little weak. Look like a little ragtag team of nothing. I said, oh my God. Look, see this? It looks like Struggle City over there. I say, dang. They look like they're at every disadvantage that they could possibly be at. It just did not look. It didn't give skill. It didn't give tact. It didn't give strength. It just gives, we believe in your cause. We believe in you, Dunk. We care. We'll stand behind you, brethren. Skill? Capability? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm even with old Bay over there, I'm still nervous. It's just not. It's not good. I don't know. From what we've seen, some of them may be able to surprise you, but we've kind of met these people here once or twice before this episode. And I mean, what I will say about little baby here in the front, Mr. Do the chicken dance in the middle of the function. You can't eat all my food. Yeah. Lionel. I mean, Lionel likes to win, if that means anything. It's like I need to win. Maybe that'll. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Robert
The
party, Robert could fight. I believe the Baratheons are capable fighters. I'll say
Yeah,
it.
that's one. That's one. I mean, we have Egg. Egg is the best thing on the team because Egg knows he'll probably know the first thing that they're gonna do, the moves that are gonna be made.
The
So as far as like
weaknesses.
strategy, their weaknesses, Egg is the potential that we have here. Everybody else is looking a little shaky. I don't have total faith just yet. Not yet. And then we've never, even at this moment, we have not seen what Dunk can do.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him drop kick somebody across the room, you know.
Yeah,
And me
yeah.
and Baelor kept asking him, "How good of a knight are you? Like, are you like how proficient are you?" Well, I can move a lance a little bit, you know. I could fight it. No, how good of a knight are you? We need that. But no, One-Eye Jack, Sir Robin Riesling, known as the maddest knight, he's prolific in these knighting streets. So I believe he can fight, he can scrap and survive. He done already lost the eye. He gets it out the mud, I can tell. A Baratheon, although they like to party, I know they can fight. Robert could fight as big as he was and as drunk as he would get. He ain't lose too many battles. He died. He went out like a sucker in the worst way possible. The Humphreys, I don't know anything about them. And Sir Stephen Fossaway, he was pretty, you know, competent from what we saw of him in the training yard.
I just want to know why the blacksmith just get to be big for nothing. Like, you're here doing what, my guy?
Well, here's the thing, and I know, Trey Mac, I hear you, and you're saying that the blacksmith is just a blacksmith, but here's the thing. Sir, I mean, Raymond, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the training was like. It seemed like to me if somebody knights you, you could be knighted. Is there like certain training you have to have before? I know you typically are a squire before, but hell, desperate times call for desperate measures. I just need somebody right now. And then we think we only need one. Okay, Raymond, come get my horse. All right. Well, actually, y'all need two. Yeah. Because they buying me land. If you buying me houses and you buying me land and giving me a lordship, I'm going over there. So clearly the Fossaways are a lesser house and he feels like this was his opportunity. I just went over there and told him, listen, I can be over here if you come through with that lordship. And Raymond is, you know, just brokenhearted because how could you, cousin? Like, how could you? Like, Dunk is my dude. Like, we have to help him. You made a promise. Your honor is on the line. He said, men have traded honor for less than a lordship. Get my horse. You get your horse. And he goes over immediately. Raymond is like, well, damn it. I guess I'm going to have to get knighted. Tyra, talk to me about the betrayal of it all, and we'll start there and then go to the knighting, because listen,
low down dirty bastard. why did you even come play in my face if you knew you could be so easily bought? Like, they saw like a one little piece of an advantage. Like, yeah, if he did have a chance with somebody, it could possibly be him and who he's bringing. Yeah, okay, hey, come on, let me talk to you. Let me whisper something to you real quick. Let me sing to you. You go what? You go what? Oh, how many? Oh, okay, say less. That's all it took. That's all it took. That's why I say all of this, you know, nobility rarely prosper. Honor rarely prospers in these circles. How much are you paying? I can be bought for you know, for less. Like, I don't have to stick through this. And he really had no skin in the game. Like, I don't even know him like that. I really just met you. Like, you know, I don't know. It's normally, and we knew that the cousin was gonna stick beside him because he and Dunk were already kind of this kindred spirit, the underdog type energy, and they're just kind of, you know, starting our hero's journey together. I'm trying to get it out the mud too. I'm gonna stand beside him. It's like, well, you go over there. Me. As for me and my house, we're gonna go over there with the Targaryens and be set and be cute and get a cute coin. This was so unfortunate because he gave the speeches of the speeches way back in the beginning of the episode, acting like he was really going to be standing on business, not for himself, not even for Dunk, for the people. He said, "This is for the culture, okay? This is for the everyday man. I see what you're trying to do here, Dunk, and I want to be a part of it." Lies. But you know, hey, the price of tea in China is very, very high. Go on over there and get your bag, sweetie.
Now this sea golden, same, because every time I see Raymond, I see that like youthful innocence of Podrick, and Podrick and turned out to be a really good fighter. So I mean, we'll see. But I'm also kind of scared for Raymond because, baby, when we saw you in that practice yard going against your cousin, it looked real bad, and I don't want to see your blood out here because I know there's going to be fatalities during this battle. And I don't want little Sir Raymond to be that. But this was a very telling portion of the episode as well, because it comes down to it. And Raymond is like, knight me, knight me, knight me.
And he didn't.
And Duncan's like, I don't, Lionel's like, all right, I'll do it. In the name of the mother, be kind, and the man, it'll, protect the young, all the father, the crown, everything. And
because he lied.
You handle that. I'm gonna go over here. And I said, you don't know the words, baby? Or
he knew the words. He knew the words. That spirit about him. that noble deep down in his loins. He couldn't bring himself to do it. I can't knight you, and I'm not a knight. He was never knighted. He couldn't have been. I think that was the only reason to put this here. This sealed it for me. I've been thinking it since the last episode here when he couldn't do. I'm like, it's just simple. You say the words and you touch the shoulders and we move on. Like, what are you doing? We need people. He took everybody with him. Just like, he didn't forget it. Someone like Dunk, he knows it inside and out. He knew exactly what to say. I can't say it because I'm not a knight and I can't knight you. It's not the right thing to do. Poor thing.
I'm so
Poor
scared.
Thing.
He'll be devil's advocate. Dunk didn't want to knight him because he doesn't want him to die out there.
That too, that too. I mean, and y'all saying Podrick, is Podrick the one that was over there with Brienne?
Yeah,
he followed the training.
Yeah.
It gives a little bit of that. It gives a little bit of that. Take a little piece. Give a little leg and take it right back.
Because Brian descended from Ser Duncan the Tall.
Yeah.
So
I see what they're trying to do, but at the same time, he needed some time to cook. He wasn't prepared just out the gate. And now we just supposed to hit the battlefield like tomorrow, like right now. Hopefully he don't die. That's all I'm saying.
Hopefully. And now a plea for honor. May I have the floor? Damn it, I need one more. Can I have the floor? Because I need one more. And Dunk put on his good speaking voice. I thought he was going to be stuttering and losing it. And he really pulled it together to really beg for it. He said, does none of you have honor? None of these great houses represented have honor to stand for what's right. Knights defend the innocent and all of the things. And damn, jumping Jehoshaphat with this big beard stands up. And I'm thinking, oh God, he's big. Like, we can use size on our side, and just lets it go, Tyra. I was so annoyed in this. I said we done went through the whole episode without too many bodily functions, and we just had to do it there. And uproarious laughter ensues, and Dunk is just feeling like, oh my God, all hope is lost. Tyra, talk to me. A plea for honor. Was his speech compelling? Would you have stood up if you were a knight to help little Dunk?
I mean, now with them people he had behind him, I'm trying to live. I got kids. All I heard was, is anyone alive out there? Hello? Is anyone alive? Keep checking them. Keep checking them. It was the Titanic. I'm on a sinking ship. Somebody, like, and I know they feel it. Like, y'all cannot stand these Targaryens. Like, when the situation happened and he injured that man and stabbed that horse, they were ready to get it out the mud. They were ready to attack. So I know you guys feel it. It's like, well, I feel it. Can't stand them, but getting out there is totally different. We're trying to live, okay? This was a good speech. I believed in him. So I believed that man when he stood up. I was like, he felt it just like we did. Did you feel the whole room move just then when Duncan was giving his speech? That took a lot out of him. That was brave. He's like, yeah, you pass gas with your overload. That took so much away from his moment. And I was really sad for Dunk because it's like, if I don't have my 7, then it's all over before it ever even started. This was sad, but I believed in him. It was very brave. I thought he was going to say to freedom. It's like, go off, Dunk. Do your big one. To freedom. Do your big one, Dunk. No matter who believes. You believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Oh, so now we're here, and all hope is seemingly lost, Tyra. All hope is seemingly lost. Duncan's like, I don't know what to do.
Play
And
the
then we hear a
footage.
rap on the gate, and I have to roll that beautiful bean footage. So, un momento, por favore.
I will take the Duncan side.
He real. He real. He real. Did you hear the crescendo in the background? I was like, hell yeah. I was so excited because all the battling here, it feels very like performance. It gives old school wrestling for me. I turned into a kid again. I was like, yeah, all y'all can suck it, because the boy pulled up and came outside. I was Triple H all of a sudden. Steven, I was Undertaker all in one at home when this happened. I was so excited. I was like, he pulled up for you. He pulled up for you. Like, if you don't like your family, just say that, Baelor. We understand, baby. We understand. I knew he was over there when he told Ed, get your happy self down there in the dungeon. You bring him some food, a good meal, and you go apologize for what you did. I knew it. Like, this says a whole lot. Like, the line is drawn in the sand. And then he probably skilled once again. Somebody on your side. Like, let's go. You got two of the family members over there now? It's looking good. They whole stock went up when Baelor came out there with his gear on. They looked like somebody, because it was a bunch of nobodies before he got there. Now y'all look a little formidable, just a little piece. This made my day. I was happy.
Listen, it was so good. I just got to play one more time, and then I'll talk about it. Because listen,
I will take the Duncan side.
the
The way I did my best Denzel. I said, my nigga. Like, yeah. Go off. Absolutely.
I think everybody had the same reaction. I literally stood up in my living room as we were watching this in the Discord and was like, I know that's right. Bae, you better come and save the day. This was everything I needed, because you just feel it. Like, there's something has to happen, because all hope was literally lost. There's literally no one. You know, the Targaryens have bribed people, probably threatened people, and Baelor comes through and Makar, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? Let the gods decide. I said, damn it. Let the gods decide today. Baelor said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the hood. I'm going to do it for all them times you played in my face. I'm going to do it for my crazy ass nephew that I've had to cover for in and out, in and out, in and out of for all of this. Because stop playing with me. I loved it. That's a Black King right there. It is.
This was great. This was great TV. This was really great. And I love that they could do this, even though I hate it at the same time. Like, we need a full hour. The fact that they can do this and build so much emotion from us as an audience in a cute little 30-something minute episode says a whole lot. Because I was sad. I said, oh, he came out. He came out for the boy. He came out for the kid. Oh, my God.
Because I did not predict it. Like, I did not expect that. I'm like, he's the hand of the king, right? Like, how far can he go? I'm like, he's not going to go against his family. Like, it wasn't even a thought in my mind that he was going to pop up and do that. But baby, it satisfied everything in me that day. Roses, but thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I know it's a percentage somewhere. That's a Black King. Listen,
a percentage.
That's a Black King right
Not a percentage. Girl, the way Dunk was looking like when I seen your face, Miss Seeley. I know that's God. He's like, oh my goodness, he's coming out. He came out for me.
I am so thrilled. I am so excited for this battle. I don't know, but Tyra, he just deserved his own slide, because Bae is Bae. Listen, Baelor the Just, absolutely. I'm going over there. Can I? Where is his people at? Where is his wife? I need to just see something, Tyra. I don't know. I just feel like I need to be over there.
I feel like he's been dedicated, because you see, while they're off drinking, lollygagging, tarnishing the name, he be in his little dome and domicile, studying, reading the fresh text, making sure he's hip to everything that's going in, checking it. Like, he's a very well-rounded individual. He's always trying to make sure that he's elevating and being fair. I think he's just really locked in. I doubt he has children or a wife or anything.
Now,
think
this
so.
this is interesting, Trey Mac, because I have heard word on the street that they've really done something with Makar's character. Like they've really kind of shifted who he is, that he's not so obtuse as he appears on the show than he is in the book. They say he really has a good head on his shoulders. I'm very interested to see where this will go from here. But Tyra, what I really want to know moving forward, outside of predictions, who lives and who dies? Are we suffering any
Oh,
catastrophic
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
casualties?
Now look, Bay can only do so much, okay? I said it looked good on paper. Actually being out there. Because all 7 of them have to actively be, you know, charging. Somebody gotta die. I think there will be casualties on both sides. Okay. Now, little baby who just got 95 minutes ago, he up for the taking.
Oh, not Raymond. I
It
need
just
Raymond
really, it
again.
really feels like he might be out there. I don't see much coming from that. But you know, Bay ain't doing nothing. He ain't going nowhere. Bay staying exactly. He gonna show him what's up. I think Bay's gonna be out there giving like I always wanted to him your ass up energy. Like, ooh, I've been waiting. Boy, you don't know how long I've been waiting to come for your whole neck. There's gonna be that. Dunk, I think there will be like some close calls and like, ooh, injury. Like, how do we come back to that? Like, because they really have to show out now. The way they left us, they have to show out in this episode and make it so epic. Have us like, oh my god, is this the moment? Like, because I didn't know if we're getting a season 2. So when I said in the chat, I'm like, okay, so we're not going there. I really thought with what the fortune teller had to say, it's like, oh, you'll be like rich. I think she said you're gonna gain riches or something like that. You'll be richer. Yeah, you'll be richer than any. I don't know if she said Targaryen or Lannister or whatever she said. And you can be rich in other ways. You can have notoriety in other ways. You can be the one who took on, the Targaryen and lost and died on this field. But you died an honorable, a noble man. Your name's heard around. Your name is ringing out because of what you did. I was like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. But if we're getting a season 2, then I'm hoping that it doesn't go in there. We have to have some triumphant things happen here. I need the Master's giving Dobby a side. I need the most major yell from Egg's throat, deep in the pits of his stomach. I need I need him to be like, that's my brother. Duck, not you, not you, you little loser in the back. That one right there, Duck, that's my man, that's my brother, that's my family. I need that connection to happen. I need it to be good. It just better be good the way they left us, and it better not be short either.
Now, I don't know how long the next runtime is. I'm scared to even look it up in advance because I don't want to be pissed off. We only have 2 episodes left. Next week is penultimate, so they've got to deliver a bang. Now I'm just going strictly on Darren's prophecy. He says a big dragon. But I know just enough to know who it can't be. But is a Targaryen going to bite the dust? Could Darren be the Targaryen that bites the dust? Is he considered a large dragon? Could this be Makar's end? I don't know.
The way that Darren rode up there with his whiskey in his back pocket, it's not giving big dragon.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm really trying to figure it out. And on our
side, it's Daddy. Is it not Daddy? Is it not, I mean, he would be the most because the other one, he was cowarded enough to even suggest this in the first place because you didn't want to face him alone. I would think the major one would be Daddy. I don't know.
I mean, unless they go against the books, it can't be. Because you know what I'm saying? I know just enough to know who it can't be because I know how they are supposed to pass in the books. But I don't know. And then as far as for our side, I don't care about them Humphrey boys. They can go on somewhere. I don't know. On our side, I need Lionel to live. I really need Raymond to live. I need Babe to live. You know that. And we need Dunk. Everybody, I mean, unfortunately, the 2 Raymond boys, the one-eyed knight, he could give his life for the greater good. But
I should say, you've lived. You have a certain age. Go on and lay down, Pawpaw. Give your life for the cause.
If I'm just, making if I'm just speculating, right? But you guys, that was episode 4 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Shout out to the 80-some people who came through tonight to watch with us. Thanks for supporting the live, for commenting, being interactive. Drop your predictions. No spoilers, though. Only if you don't know. Drop your comments below and let us know what you're anticipating for episode 5, if you're excited. Tyra, anything else you want to let people know that's going on with us this week?
No, just a lot of stuff is coming. Cross is dropping this week. The latest episode of The Beauty, Ryan Murphy has yet another show dropping, an American Love Story. That's dropping also. No 90 Day Fiance this week, unfortunately. Man, oh man. Tell Me Lies. It'll be thick. We'll be having a Fireman Friday coming this Friday. So yeah, be on the lookout for all those things. The links will be up soon, so be sure to have your notifications on, please.
Absolutely. But again, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget, we actually watch A Night of the Seven Kingdoms every Sunday night. When it comes on Sundays, we're always in the Discord and we watch it. I will put the link up now, or the QR code, if you guys want to join the collective. It's a fun time. We just watched The Burbs today. We binged it all in there. So come on over, watch with us, have a good time. We appreciate you so much. Have an amazing rest of your week. And yeah, we will see y'all in the next video.
That's my mama, I've been hustling since the Sam.